Good afternoon. Here is a card spread for the collective. I'm using the Tarot of Mystical Moments. And I have a little bit of dandelion water here that I'm using to aid me in my divination today. Just put a little on the cards before I shuffled. And this is what we have. We have 4 cards for you today. Starting on the left, we have the Two of Wands, the Five of Cups in the center, the Six of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands here on the bottom. And this was the card that was under the deck. So the first card I pulled and the overall energy card is the Five of Cups. And here we have, I noticed these beautiful yellow flowers that just stand right out to me as very bright color. They kind of go with my yellow tulip there. And there's also some yellow in the Four of Wands as well. So yellow to me is solar plexus chakra. That's the sun, the life force, the confidence, the true self. So let's keep that in mind as we delve further into the cards. So this Five of Cups here, this woman, we can't see her face, but she's sad. She's contemplating. She's, going through some disappointments, and she's watching those 3 flowers float away. Now, typically in the Rider-Waite tarot system, they would be cups. But here, they're flowers in the water. So she has these other 2 flowers here on her branch that she's holding up. And, they are what she has left. But she's so focused on her loss that she doesn't seem to care about the 2 that are still blooming on that branch. Instead of looking at those and finding a place to take those and plant those and to nurture those, she's still, in that state of regret. She could be moving on to the other side of the lake, and there's more beyond that. There's so much more that she's not opening herself up to the possibility of. She's not rooting into that shadow work with that branch. She's not rooting into that shadow work of healing and letting go. And she's letting that story become her whole life, and to the point where she's just stuck in that water. She's stuck in the mud. She's wallowing over the emptiness of what she lost. Her grief's consuming her, and she's watching those flowers and her life force, like we said again with the yellow, she's watching that float away. So, the message here from this card in this overall energy here is that this illusion is going to be lifting. So, maybe there were things that didn't go the way that we expected. Things are looking different now. And that had come up a little bit in previous readings. We had said that, these new beginnings, there's some energy with Uranus and things right now astrologically. And those new beginnings, the time is ripened to start those new beginnings, but they don't always look the way that we expected them. And we can kind of feel hit with that new reality, and it can be a little bit disappointing because we had these particular expectations in our minds, and especially if these new beginnings were from tower moments that were places where we were in that dark night of the soul. Maybe there was some Ten of Swords energy, that's been coming up a bit. So if that was the result of something that someone else did to you that left you in that place where you just you couldn't take it anymore. Things were done. Things were over. You could have been wounded and hurt in that process. And in order to protect your heart, you kind of released yourself and from any guilt around that. Maybe you didn't have all the information. You did what you could at the time. So now this is saying that we don't want to allow this energy to stagnate. We don't want to get stuck in that spiral of self-pity. We don't want those beautiful yellow flowers that represent our life force to float away. to drain away. Um, Allow your heart to look towards that horizon, look towards that truth, look towards the magic of finding that faith in your future, believing in the magic again. So if you're having a hard time letting go of the past, it's saying, and these other cards are kind of giving us a little bit of an idea of how to do that as well as we go forward. We're giving ourselves permission to envision that brighter future. We're releasing things, dismantling the grief, reclaiming the happiness, and taking that power back towards where we feel confident in ourselves and our ability to become hopeful, like this beautiful message here. We're seeing that hope again. We're taking the time we need to integrate all that we've learned going through these dark night of the souls, all that we've learned as we release to allow space for this new beginning. And we just need to start integrating those into our daily life and moving forward. So to me, this says that perhaps someone has received a job offer, but it's not the job that they originally set out for. Perhaps when they were attending school, perhaps when they were leaving their other job because of COVID or financial issues or what have you. And now they have this new job and they're kind of still stuck on that past dream job that they thought that they could have. And this looks different. But this card is asking you to take that power back to create that dreams. And maybe this job is just a stepping stone. It's a bridge onto the next pond. It's a step into that new horizon. Or perhaps there is some way that you can make this your dream job. Perhaps maybe you need to step up and take a leadership role in this position now. And maybe that will fulfill what your heart is calling you to do. So here we have the Six of Pentacles on either side and the Two of Wands. So to me, that says that perhaps this is a crossroads. This is a time to find a different way of doing things, a different way of balancing things out. And when we see the Two of Wands, normally it's a future planning card. And here she has the world in her hands. So to me, this says, she's looking up at the moon. She's getting into those emotions, and she's perhaps starting to do a little bit of that shadow work, perhaps starting to face those fears around, the fear of change and the fear of how things look different and the fear of leaving those past pains behind. And again, she's holding that world. That's all the potential and all the opportunities that she can embrace. And she's imagining what kind of adventures she's going to have in her life. She's sitting on this house. She's protected in this familiar sound, this place, this surrounding her. This is her comfort zone. But she's willing to take risks to embark upon these future plans. She's seeing these opportunities. Instead of focusing on what she's lost, she's looking ahead. She's lifted her head up to look ahead. She's looking up at the moon. She's looking ahead. She's looking within. And she's seeing, she's not getting stuck in that past. She's not feeling worried about her abilities to take that next step. She's getting that confidence back. She's picking up all those yellow flowers and building this beautiful new bouquet. She's thinking about the endless possibilities that could be. She's allowing herself, again, like the Five of Cups, to dream again. And with the wand energy, this is nice. This as we're just getting out of Aries season here. There's still a little fire in the air. There's still maybe a little fire was the spark was lit, and now there's these passions to travel, to experience the mysteries out beyond the rooftops. To look out at the stars, and maybe right now she's kind of watching life happen. But this card is saying maybe what would happen if you took the chance, if you took that leap. Now, I'm not saying that she should jump off the building, obviously unsafe, but pointing that out into the horizon and saying, life is yours for the taking. If you want that thing, you have to go for it. Sometimes that cozy, secure consistency you need that for a little while to help you heal, to help you let go of those grief. And sometimes it gets easy to just stay. And, you need to make a choice. You're at this crossroads. Call upon Hecate, ask her to assist you in exploring your options, seeing what's available to you, taking some inspired, honest to goodness action, and, stop just observing and start believing and living and leave the nest and claim your future. Maybe you need to partner up. Maybe you need to go out on your own, this non-action, this angst of dreaming the dream instead of walking the walk and talking the talk. Get out of that comfort zone. Don't let those fears take over like that moon. Like, don't give in to those fears of the unknown and those insecurities and that fear of change. You have to expand, playing it safe, staying up there, just dreaming and hiding in the dark of night. This card says there's no more time for complacency. It's time to dream, to take the world back and to believe that you have that in your hands and you have that choice to make where you can go one of two directions, and it's either stay in the past or go forward. Or maybe you have two options. To me, like I said earlier, maybe there's another option within your current environment that you can level up. Or maybe you have the option to, again, work with someone else, which I see here from the Six of Pentacles. I see that perhaps it's partnering up with someone, and that's really where, do I go this alone or do I partner up with someone? And where does that come in? And can I put my trust in them? And what do I have to bring to the table? Again, with the Six of Pentacles here, this is, a give and take. So to me, this also says there's this advancement, there's this awakening, there's this flow that is starting to come in now. This water is starting to flow forward. This earth is starting to turn, and the seasons are starting to change, and we're getting into this beautiful Taurus season. And this Six of Pentacles is like you're having this lovely, delicious cup of tea and surrounded by flowers and wearing your pretty dresses and spending time with those you love and doing things that you love. And, this card is it's your heart is opening. There's abundance, there's generosity, and there's these gifts that are present at this time that the universe wants to give you, but you have to be open to receiving them and open to listening and open to, these women, they're holding their cups, they're waiting to get their tea, and someone is giving them their tea. He's distributing it. There's someone, that little man on the top of the teapot there. He stands for fairness, and maybe in the future this could change and he'll be the one in need. And maybe those women are going to remember exactly how much he gave them and how much he didn't. So there's a little bit of generosity, philanthropy, and some people taking more than is theirs, So this healing is for you, this secret, this love, this generosity, this joy. And, trying to find this balance between scarcity and lack. And so maybe you're feeling this lack because you don't have this future plans, these future dreams, this purpose. Maybe part of your purpose is going out and sharing and giving to others, and this giving and receiving cycle, it benefits everybody, but not everyone is open to learn from it. So this is saying, again, with this message of this two-way abundance from the universe, material resources are starting to flow to you in Taurus season here, and you're going to find yourself in this position of balanced accounts and good fortune. And sometimes that means that you're the hand that gives the gifts, and other times you receive. And that all kind of goes with that flow of life. And it's that pay it forward. There's a lot of that pay it forward energy in the air right now. And sometimes that can be something as simple as just smiling to someone. Or maybe you were that ear to someone that just needed to vent when they were having a difficult day, and you don't know how much that meant to them. And then a year later, perhaps there's a job that's opening up at their company and they thought that would be perfect for you. You never know these states in life that we all go through, and we're always able to use our energetic resources to help people. And it doesn't have to be something that's so difficult. It can be something simple. Again, just thinking of someone, just picking them a flower, just giving them a call, donating your time, or something that you're good at, cook somebody a meal. Take this action from a place of genuine love and authentic generosity. There's so much Venus energy in the air right now, and that's your heart chakra being open, and once you get on this path, this two-way flow, you can give and receive fluidly and easily, and your desire to help others will be appreciated, and it will continue that beautiful ripple. And there's this prosperity that comes with the beautiful and abundant state of having these resources, being able to give to other people, heart-centered. It opens up the floodgates of other new resources that are coming your way. It's like learning and teaching, gifting and accepting. When you're giving without expectations, you're opening your heart to this sacred balance of generosity just for generosity's sake. And it fills in any of those gaps that you have around scarcity and abundance. And that can be in your relationships. Again, here with this 5 of Cups, she's mourning that loss in a relationship. And perhaps by doing this, perhaps by sharing and opening up with someone, I see here in the imagery in the 6 of Pentacles, I see the 2 of Cups. Again with the imagery of 2 and the 2 of Wands. And to me, it's like 2 people coming together and working in harmony and sharing love and sharing healing and sharing their unique gifts and helping other people, and creating this balance in all sorts of places. It ripples out, and you just don't know how one thing that you do on one day could have this butterfly effect, this ripple that completely changes somebody's life, and that's a beautiful thing. It really is. And I feel this beautiful kinship that comes from perhaps even you talking about that moment that you're feeling right now in grief. Perhaps someone that has been through it can help you through that, can give you some hope. When you're open and you're sharing, hope comes from all different places that you would least expect. And that hope allows you to dream again and allows you to create this inner balance and this harmony with others as well, this healing. And again, we have this 4 of Wands. So this is a beautiful card of Venus and celebration. And, we're all at different places in our journey. And I think that this card is asking you to celebrate, even if you aren't on that horizon yet, even if those future dreams have not come true yet, even if you feel like things look different and you can't look past those fears right now, and you are in that comfort zone, and you are maybe in a relationship that is not balanced right now. But this is asking you to celebrate, standing back and looking at how far you've come. So yes, there's this work ahead, the dreams. There's this is in no way the completion card, but it is a harmony. It is these two coming together and making four and creating these foundations for the future. And this card is a card of a beautiful relationship, a soulmate relationship. Again, with the Two of Cups, now they're the Four of Wands, celebrating having a marriage. And this also is working and feeling joy again, and not being lost in that Five of Cups energy with no purpose and feeling stagnant and feeling depressed. And this is the work and the life balance and the feel of those projects that maybe you've started being a part of this wider expression of who you are. So you're creating this ripple again. This card is celebrating that, encouraging you to do these things that make you feel good, to do these things that give you that sense of abundance and joy in your heart, and just for the fun of it, maybe this card is saying you have been working hard on those dreams. And now it's time to just celebrate and take a moment to pause, and to share in that, admire the view, you know, and they're standing on the top of this building, and it's like they're looking down on everything that they've accomplished, and they're up with the birds, that bird's eye view. They're looking at the big picture and sharing these achievements with their friends and their family, and bringing joy into their life, and sustaining you in the long run as you build more towards these future dreams. So, this card is saying, have fun, have fun. You're doing the shadow work, you're doing the inner work, you're wanting to create this balance that you haven't had for quite a while, and this card's saying, do that. Welcome the guests. There's harmony again. There's foundations are being built. The birds are delighting. The whole atmosphere is just full of this celebration of freedom, this milestone, this triumphant act that you have created by allowing room for these new beginnings to come in, these new heart openings, these new avenues of prosperity for yourself. So I really don't think there's too much more to say about this energy. It's just lovely. It really is just lovely. So keep looking forward, my friends, and allow that magic to come back into your life. Allow yourself to dream that impossible dream, because there's so much energy in the air right now that there's unlimited possibilities. There's so much hope returning again for so many reasons, and hope is meant to be shared. Magic is meant to be shared. Dreams are meant to be shared. And you deserve to have all of those dreams that you believe in, and that give you that sense of hope and self and confidence and joy. Those dreams deserve to be yours. So embrace them. Embrace it all. And look forward, not back. You've come a long way, and it's time for you to engage in joyful celebration. Blessed be.